your Fox 24 local weather authority forecast.
Icy cold weather is slowly but surely starting to depart our viewing area. This is a live look at the tall city early on your Thursday morning, but we're still dealing with it a little bit this morning. Very low visibility, less than 5-mile visibility. We could hardly see off the distance. If you look closely enough in front of the Bank of America Tower, we may be able to notice some liquid raindrops freezing at the surface in the form of freezing rain, and even some frozen raindrops in front of this camera indicating sleet pellets. Taking a look at Odessa, because of this ice, yeah, we do notice a little bit wet, maybe even a little bit icy on the roadways in Odessa right now, but it's good to see not that many cars out there this morning. And if you guys have to travel, please travel safely, carefully, and earlier compared to what you would normally do. Taking a look at the satellite and radar, we have been seeing quite a bit of moisture moving from southwest to northeast. These greens indicate rainfall. These pinks indicate sleet and freezing rain, and even on the northern side, just north of Lubbock toward Oklahoma, cold enough where it's all snow, all cold air in the upper levels of the atmosphere. But we do notice that behind me, we're seeing clear skies, and that's something that we're eventually going to be seeing for the next several hours. But because of the ice and the rain that we have been seeing, it has slowly but surely been helping out with the drought conditions across the basin. No longer any drought conditions in the heart of the basin, but from Big Lake, Midland, Odessa, La Mesa, these tan colors and orange colors indicate moderate to severe drought. In Big Spring and also just north and west of Hobbs, the second worst form of drought, where again these colors are red, that is extreme drought. Now, the ice has really been helping out with the drought situation, but it's also causing very, very tricky travel. We're still seeing some ice showers moving on through just north of 520 and also through Fort Stockton, but from Van Horn to Carlsbad and Hobbs, slightly clear skies after some light snow fell on through there, as we could be seeing a little bit more of light snow and also a little bit more of ice, but also, yeah, fog will be the big story, as there is winter weather advisory still in effect till 9 a.m. local time. Now, Punxsutawneyville in Pennsylvania saw a shadow, which should mean 6 more weeks of winter. But if that groundhog were here in the basin, he would not see a shadow because of the freezing fog, which should mean an early spring. And we are going to be seeing warmer and drier weather this afternoon. Still some lingering clouds later this morning. Temperatures above freezing by noon, then dropping back into the 30s by this evening, but rising into the mid to upper 40s and lower 50s by the middle of the afternoon, just in time for the afternoon commute. By noon, I think we're still going to see lingering clouds, but pushing off to the east by the afternoon with clearing skies. Because of the clearing skies, the drier air and lighter winds overnight, temperatures will be allowed to plummet well below freezing in the 20s. Light northerly winds at the northeast at times at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Even colder compared to what we're seeing right now. 31 in the tall city right now, 32 in Big Spring, 34, 36 in Alpine and Marfa respectively, finally above the freezing mark. Just a cold drizzle out there. Still pretty chilly in the mid to upper 30s by noon, but eventually by the afternoon, 40s and 50s dominating the basin, lower 60s near the Rio Grande before starting to cool off later this evening. By tomorrow morning, colder compared to what we're seeing right now, right around the 25-degree mark with patchy thin fog, but not as foggy as this morning. Colder and a little bit drier in the upper levels, and we are going to be seeing those conditions ensue for cool and pretty dry conditions tomorrow afternoon. Spring-like weather this weekend before starting to cool off by early to middle of next week.